Hello, welcome to the Salty Professor podcast. I'm the Salty Professor, Virgil Henry. I've been working in higher education for 30 years now. I've mostly been a teacher, but I've spent time as a rabble-rouser and a punching bag. I do the job because I love to teach. I want to serve. Education saved my life and I want to pay it forward. The thing is, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and so the ride has been bumpy. Like all professions, higher education has some problems. There are good teachers and bad teachers. There are bad presidents and terrible presidents. There are people called the Board of Trustees who know nothing about education but are somehow in charge of hiring the people who run the schools. There are all kinds of crazy politics associated with working in higher ed, and not all of those stories have been told. They need to be told, because people need to be held accountable for the obfuscations. In this podcast, I will spill some tea on the real stuff that happens in higher ed. I will call out the liars, the bullshitters, the incompetent, the lazy, the bullies, and the corrupt arseholes who see higher ed as an easy target for embezzlement. This podcast will have some facts and data to be sure, but mostly it will be a confessional of what it is like to be inside the so-called ivory tower. This show will serve as a companion to, and in conversation with, Academic Inferno, the first book in my forthcoming trilogy of books that takes a long look at the bullshit and absurdities that happens behind the curtain in higher ed. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to the show, and if you want the written version, you can subscribe to my blog where you can send me direct messages and let me know what you like or hate. I am open to all kinds of feedback. Unlike a lot of my thin-skinned colleagues who revel in giving out criticism, they can't take any. They wilt under the truth's bright light. The link to the blog is in the show notes. Also, as a thank you for listening, you can get access to a free advanced reader's copy of the book. There is also a link in the show notes. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.